Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction of Mashle, Magic and Muscles, Chapter 41. Okay, Mash was put on trial last chapter to, prove if he actually had magic. Kind of nice that they at least give him the chance. It's a wonder that they don't, Rain had, that little, magic level detector and everything. It's a wonder that they don't have more devices like that to just quickly test him, and then if it's still inconclusive, then they let him practically do a demonstration. But yeah, now it seems like his fate is in the hand of the divine visionaries, and there's at least 6 of them. So interesting. We it was kind of hinted at that there only seemed to be one, but it's really kind of wavering on when. You get what, one a year, but then do they override? Do they carry on? So do you always have a group? Do you only have so many at any given period of time? What? It's like the. So yeah, that concept needs to be elaborated on a little bit. But but yeah, previously, Mash overcame a tricky situation. Oh, and the title is Mash Bernadette and the Divine Visionaries. So I guess you're adjourning for now? That's not your decision to make. Oh, blessing, shut the hell up. Oh, someone's using sand magic and holding Mash in place. Huh? What's this? Oh, well, he got covered in sand. What? It's the... Okay, so what's going on? He just kind of punched through it, and it's huh. Did you think everything was over? And they have finally arrived? Oh, I'm starting to realize. I forgot what the character's name was, but it was the guy who fought, Lance. I think that might be his brother. They both have earth kind of magics, but one was mud and he might be sand. I know it's kind of a weird, slight. It's a major difference in affinity, but there's still the earth attribute in there. So maybe you know, how certain genetic traits are passed down. Some are dominant, some are not. So maybe there was a water affinity that, the one guy got, and now this divine visionary, he got more of maybe something that made the earth element, much more coarse and small and made it granular. So I don't know. That would actually be interesting in this world, but anyway. So yeah, I'm still most interested in the sword wielder, so I'm assuming some kind of equip magic. Um, and this little lady here up in the front with the eye patch, we didn't know about the eye patch last chapter. You're interesting. Oh, I like this girl's lines. She's got 2 question marks. One's coming from her eye, and the other one's coming up from her jawline, and then they kind of hook into each other. That's interesting. I like that. And there's a dude with cross. Okay, interesting. The other divine visionaries, but why? Hell if I know. Wahlberg sent for us. Okay, so crossface here is Renatus Revolt. Magic Cemetery Administration, the Immortal Cane. Okay, I can only imagine what that means. So I assume he has some kind of revival magic, necromancy, or something thereof. Next is Eye Patch there. Her name is Surara Hailstone. And she has an ice symbol, and he has a cross symbol, so it must go along with their, powers. Let's see here. So she's Magic Research Administration, the Ice Cane. Let's throw the book at him and go home. Oh, she fucking cold. Her personality and powers are like literally one of the. Oh, they even say cold. um, come on, let's go. Someone's being noisy. Okay, this is the sword dude. Caldo Jehini. Magic Talent Administration, the Flame Cane. Wait, that is him, right? Yes. Okay, I was pretty sure. So, Fire Sword, I guess. The dude who... Oh, he might be like a beast. Like, I think I kind of made that connection. The dude with the, like, kind of, like, heavy metal, death metal, like, choker. Like, he had that little animal thing, demon. Like, I was like, oh, is he some kind of, like, demon magic or animal magic? So, you talking down to me? Well, you're, like, taller than everyone else. How you talk down to that? Who else would I be talking down to? Oh, wait, that's not even him saying that. He's just kind of like, ellipses. And his name is a Ghetto Tyrone. Magical Creatures Administration, the Dragon Cane. Oh my god, that's a baby dragon. He has dragon magic. In accordance with the regulations, I believe flexibility is the wisest course. Okay, so the one with that one girl I pointed out with her kind of cool marks, or her lines. Sophina, Beblia? Forbidden magical texts. Ooh, administration. The knowledge cane. And finally, we've got the last dude, who I think has, like, probably... He has to be the sand one, then. The regulations exist to rein in those with differing ideas. If we allow exceptions, the system fails. Orter Maddle. Magic Power Administration. The Desert Cane. So, yeah. Okay. Interesting. I do like that they have, like... I guess it goes along with the, like, the titles that they're granted as a Divine Visionary. They're going to get, like, a symbol or something. Maybe it gets stamped on, like, the end of their wand or something, you know? Furthermore, bowing to our emotions as peers of the realm sets a bad example. I mean, the fact that you, like, all had, like, different ideas, and in the case of the beast guy, I'm going to forget, like, half of their names, so obviously please forgive me. But so yeah, the beast guy, he didn't say anything. So, I wonder, does he talk at all? We'll be admitting there are special exceptions. He's not only hid his lack of magical ability, he enrolled in Easton Academy. Death is more than fitting. Oh. Orter? No. And Mash is like, oh, and he's like collapsed in defeat. If it makes you feel better, consider this decision ununanimous. Or unanimous. That is unacceptable. Wait, who's this? Who's saying this? A blessing? What the hell's going on? Oh my god. He was being controlled the whole time, wasn't he? Because he's like acting all weird. And he's like talking in, like, the text has changed. So I'm thinking he's being mind controlled. And it's like, us at Innocent Zero says that he cannot die. You will all die, Divine Visionaries, and we will have our prize. Yes. Kind of deal. We are Innocent Zero. Yep, he's gone all puppet-faced. And good lord, his eyes are just all over the place. That boy belongs to us. Hands off him. Innocent Zero's involved? It seems he has unusual origins after all. I don't belong to anyone but myself. And my dad. Yeah, you think anyone cares right now? We are serious. As of proof of this, we placed a magi parasite in this one. When the fuck did you do that? A magi parasite? Who are you? Yeah, this dude just kind of showed up. Bureau of Magic staffer. Um, Nariri Sean. Oh, sweet Jesus, is that the parasite? I don't want that thing's worse than tapeworm. That thing's got it's got sharp bits on both ends. I don't care where it is, I don't want it in me. No. I'm holding my stomach. I don't want anything. No. Magi-parasite. An especially dangerous magical creature that feeds off mana while using its host as a cat or a chrysalis during the larval stage. It metamorphosizes. Upon removal, it attaches itself to whoever removed it. Okay. Oh, he's got Oh, I thought they were talking about MASH had the parasite, but no, it's frickin' Blessing that had it. Consider this our statement of intent to you all. This world is ours. So you're declaring war against the Bureau? Eager to end this long-standing conflict of ours? Fine. Okay, so I forget what this dude's name was, but he was the one that gave the candle trial. Fine. I'll remove the magic parasite. Oh. Are you going to burn it with, fire candle magic? Because to be honest, that would be kind of awesome. I hope he does a thing I don't know many of you ever watched, Kids Next Door, but there was, one, I think it was Caked 5 or 6. I don't even know if it actually went up to 6. It's been a while. But it was a Star Wars kind of parody. And Father, who's, father of the delightful children, he was a big bad through much of the series. He's a guy that, you only see him in silhouette because he's always on fire. But even when he's not on fire, he's just a silhouette father with a pipe. He made, a giant cake and everything, the Star Wars parody and stuff, and for his kids. Later we find out they're not his kids, but whatever. He can control and generate fire. Well, he made, to fight someone who was using, another candle as, a lightsaber, kind of. Candle, lightsaber, whatever. And, he had, 6 of them, floating in the air. Because as long as they had a lit wick, he could control them. So, I'd like to see something like that with this dude. Sorry, it was a long-winded thing, but I had to give you some level of context. It wasn't the best context, but whatever. But yeah, it's too risky. The more powerful the magic user, the greater the danger. If it gets you, you'll be crystallized in an instant. Who else should do it? Oh god, Mash is just going over there to frickin' rip it off and nobody sees him. It's going to try and bite. Oh shit, it's going in his mouth. I saw the panel below. What are you doing? Oh no. No. The dude's just yuck. Blutch. Or belch. Did he just puke it? Mash, what is the inside of your body like? He turned it into a freaking dog balloon trick. He can make balloon animals out of parasites by putting them in his mouth. He turned it into a dog balloon animal. And there's Sean again. I'm going to call him Sean because it's easier to remember that name than his other name. Nire. What's going on? What just happened? And Mash is just kind of there. It went into his mouth, right? So he tied it up in his mouth like a cherry stem. Oh, that kinky as shit. Like anybody that's ever seen, I think it was Date movie. Like there was like the ex of like the main male lead, like she did the cherry stem thing. You know, you put it in your mouth and you tie it with your tongue and everything, and it like shows how dexterous your tongue is. You know, for pleasure. Well, she made a fucking carousel. So yeah, that's kind of what it's reminding me of. So MASH might give you a good time. Who knows? um, yep. I tied it with my tongue. That's ridiculous. He wasn't able to kill it once it entered his body, so he used his tongue to immobilize it instead. I guess we're gonna really just learn who Sean is because, like, they keep giving him, like, the info box. Like, literally every time, like, we just got it last page. We don't need it again. Well, maybe me. I'm bad at the memory and all that. Well, we heard the bad guy's speech and saved the old guy. So I guess we're done here. Flawless execution. You're a treasure. Not yet. We still have to deal with you. Uh-oh. Rules are rules, and those without magic don't get a say. That's just how our world operates. Your death sentence will be upheld. I'd like to see you fucking try. Like, what the hell are you going to do against him? He's resisted most magics. He takes some physical damage. I'll grant you that. But like, if he actually braced himself, like you probably still couldn't kill him, even if you're wounding him. So it's like a guillotine wouldn't work. Trying to lop his head off with a magical axe probably wouldn't work. So it's like, what would you do? You just saw him twist a fucking magical parasite that would have ended any of you with his tongue, and the thing is probably, like, it's immobilized, but it very well might die. So yeah, I don't know what you could do to him, other than maybe kill him on the inside, like poisoning him or something. But even then, we've not actually seen that, so that could be interesting to learn how resistant he is. We'll be taking you. I won't go. Oh, I won't go. Oh God, he's planted his feet in the ground like Luffy did during Arlong Park. Can't take me away now, can you? MASH, I love your enthusiasm and everything, but it's like I mentioned already, it's like most methods probably wouldn't kill you. They'd have to try numerous times, one right after the other, to even hope to do it. And if all methods of execution like didn't work, but they just lock him away, and by then, you know, he would just keep like working out in prison, and eventually he'd be like, I want a cream puff. You guys don't serve cream puffs here in prison. It's like, of course we don't. You're in prison. We couldn't kill you, so it was the next best option. And he's like, I want a cream puff. And then he just like rips the damn door off the hinges or punches his way through the walls and then goes into town. Like nothing, I doubt, would ever hold him. So it's like, you'll have to deal with him in a different way. And I imagine Regro would probably have to be involved in that. Like, you'd have to keep the father in prison. It's like, we will do horrible things to him if you don't listen to us. You can walk free, but he cannot. But you must obey us like a loyal dog for all of your life. And he's like, how dare you do that to my father? He doesn't get to eat cream puffs in prison! I'm fine with the prison food, son. Don't anger them. And just like all of a sudden, like the prison wall just breaks down or something. It's like, Dad, I've come to liberate you. He's such a good boy, but he's now become a criminal. More than he already was. So yeah, I could see something like that happening, sure. But yeah, so we're getting major hints to what the magic, or not the magic, the divine visionaries magics are. We have a beast animal user, we have, or a dragon user more specifically. We have an ice user, a sand user, fire, um, what was it, magical text. Um, let's see who, and probably some kind of uh, what's the word? Why am I drawing a blank? No, necromancy user. So yes, those are interesting abilities. Nonetheless, I like them. Character wise, they're a little hit and miss. Like I kind of like the beast dude, the dragon user. I like the ice user. She's literally her element. Her magic is her personality, which might also go along with the dragon dude because like dragons presumably can't talk and he doesn't seem to talk, so he's like the strong silent type like a dragon. So it's like that's kind of cool too. I like the sand user. He reminds me of the mud guy that Lance fought, so I'm still wondering, like, I'll have to go look back to see if the last name was the same. Hell, I'll do that right now. Fuck it. Let's see here. Mashle. Okay. We just gonna go on a little fun now. Let's see here. Put in Lance. And then let's see. Does the wiki actually have that fight? Let's see. No. Okay, let's look up Magic Olympus. I hate when wikis are like so. Yep, that is his brother. That is straight up his brother. The name is the same. I was right. Interesting. I like when I'm right. But yes, so it was Worth, who is presumably his little brother, you know. So he probably graduated a few years prior and everything. So yeah. Okay, that also explains the like Earth-like affinities. So that might just be their whole family. Like some magics are probably really strong and they pass down, and it's like that's what the family's known for. So, you know, or maybe they only bring in like people that like would have a similar enough magic. Like say if Lance was like of a family that actually gave a damn, and but then they were like, you must keep the bloodline magic pure, my son. So it's like, please, to keep our gravity magic at its top form, please marry this young woman. She has like weight magic, for instance. It would be very similar, like you could affect the weight of something, which is very much like how gravity is. Gravity is a more obviously complex concept, but it would at least be enough to where it would not like override the gravity magic, and if anything, it would enhance it and make it more than it was before. Something like that. Or say like, oh, it's like the fire magic. It's like, well, here's a lava user. They have aspects of fire in it, or you just have like different kinds of fire. Like, oh, like I have like mystical flames. Well, I have like phoenix flames, and it's like you merge it all together, it's still fire. Stuff like that. Well, maybe not phoenix flames, but you get what I mean. You find different ones, and it just enhances. It's very much like quirks in the My Hero universe, where a lot of families would like try to make the next generation more powerful because by selecting a spouse that would have a beneficial quirk to the one that they have. So then when the child's born, it would potentially have the best of both worlds, like Todoroki, for instance, and all that kind of stuff. Or just two quirks that are very similar, they merge into such a way that it becomes a super version of the parents' collective quirks. So I could see something like that, and it's like just a lineage thing, like more water, say, was in Worf's magic, opposed to maybe wind, or maybe heavier on Earth, or maybe a heat, for instance. Like the heat made the Earth crumble into sand, you know. So maybe something like that. I don't know. But anyway, this reaction's kind of gone on long enough, but just to kind of wrangle up any last thoughts. Yeah, I don't think Mash is going to be killed, obviously, because, well, he's the main character. The series is named after him. There's probably going to be some comical execution on the part of the Bureau of Magic, so yeah, I'm looking forward to that. I would imagine that they would have to involve Regrow to have any kind of leverage over MASH, but even then, that still might put them in danger because, like, you imprison him, you try to kill him. It's gonna go about like what we saw in the first chapter, when Brad tried to, harm Regrow and everything, and it's like, yeah, Mash just resists magic, or he's just too physically strong to have like a fatal effect on him. So it's like, and you threaten his one family member, or even try to use his friends as leverage. It's like, that's just going to piss him off, and he's going to crush this magical hierarchy system way sooner than you think. So, yeah. But anyway, I think that's overall everything. Apparently, the Innocent Zero do have, like, some infiltration into the Magic Bureau, or the Bureau of Magic. So it's like to allow that parasite in the first place. And we didn't even know that Bless had the parasite on him. So, like, how do we know how long it's actually been there? So that could be interesting. But yeah. Let's see. Anything else? Like I said, I like most of the visionaries. I do look forward to seeing their various magics. We've gotten major hints for what they are. I imagine if Mash became a divine visionary, he would be just known as, like, the muscle cane, or the body cane, or the physical cane, or something, So yeah, that'd be cool. But I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. But yeah. Anyway, and then he beats you with the cane. Is there any, like, real reason why it's called cane and not wand? Strange. But anyway, let me know your thoughts and opinions on this. Anything I misunderstood, please let me know down below. Check out my other content, see what you like, suggest things for the future. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content and have ways to contact me. I stream on Twitch where I do gaming, and I'll tweet out when I go live, part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, Quiche-lings. What are the Divine Visionaries even going to hope to do to MASH? Probably not a damn thing.